We are rolling out of a parking spot, and we're gonna head away through this green light. I'm in the Yorkdale neighborhood. Right beside the subway station. I'm going to indicate left, looking into my mirrors. I want that 401 West, Allen Road North. Coming in here at 40 kilometers an hour and accelerating.
Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto Allen Road North.
Up the ramp. Let's see what happens. I want to go south, but there I was. I guess I'm going to have to follow the navigator. I wanted to go over there to the left, but I think that would not have allowed me to go south. So I'll do what I'm told by the navigator. I am trusting it more and more these days. So as we come up here,
stay in the left 2 lanes.
Okay, they want me to move over to the left turn lane or the left lane. There's a Hyundai behind me, so he gets to move forward, and I get to not get pulled off onto Wilson Heights, which I would have normally taken that. I'd like to think.
Continue onto Allen Road.
I'd like to think this thing knows what it's doing, but I don't like it. Telling me go straight, no turns. Okay. So I can't make a U-turn right there. We'll continue up there.
In 1.2 kilometers, make a U-turn at Shepherd Avenue West.
And now I'm a tourist, looking at that giant pile of I don't know what. But yeah, I think, man, is that snow? I mean, it can't be. Okay, whatever that was. Yeah, I think I could have taken Wilson Heights. That's what I would have normally done.
At the light, use the left lane to make a U-turn at Shepherd Avenue West.
At Shepherd? Is this Shepherd? Doesn't look like I can make any left U-turns there, so this must be what they're talking about. Shepherd. Okay. U-turn. I guess that's
Make a U-turn.
A reasonable option compared to what I was thinking. So please help the lady. She's a Ukrainian, her sign says. And the problem with the modern world is coin and cash and stuff, you know. Yeah, so I guess the lady's going to have a cash app or something. Right, so we're going to make a U-turn at Shepherd. And yeah, I guess I was thinking about what it would have been like to go up the Wilson Heights and take it back down south and make a right turn and a left turn. Um, but the navigator calculated this was a better option, so okay, we'll do that. See what it's like to do a U-turn here. I'm going to turn off that signal. And I'm going to take my foot off the brake and observe this lady make another trip up. Lights turning green. U-turns allowed, so that's what I'm going to do. And that was fun. Wonder if I freaked out the Dodge a bit, but doesn't matter. We are all good drivers out here, we presume. And if I freaked out that white Dodge directly ahead of me, sometimes you're just going to have to do that. And the body language from that white Dodge told me that, yeah, no biggie. So I find that I raised my voice a little bit at 68 kilometers an hour. I just saw that sign 60. Look down, see 68. Now I'm down to 64, 63. The guy on the left, he's like, yeah, I'm just going to whale up that.
Use the left 3 lanes to merge onto Allen Road South.
Head towards that green light. Me doing 62. But there's your move. Why brake for those red lights?
Continue straight.
Keeping an eye on that Hyundai as he snuck into our...
In 5 kilometers, turn right onto Eglinton Avenue West.
Well, it looks like they're just having us go straight down the Allen Road. Doing 83 right now because I am in the fast lane. Putting the cruise control on at 92. Probably should not go that quick, so I'm gonna just calm it down a bit. Because these people going on to the 401 here, they might be like, oh no, at the last second, I don't want that. You know, so there's no good reason to go careening by everybody at 90 kilometers an hour. So I'm just going to move over just in case there's somebody else that wants to go careening by. Turn the signal off, and we're doing 89, so we're 9k over. And now we're in the slow lane. You can see the signage says maximum 80 kilometers an hour. The guy on my left, he's going a little quicker than me. Now, on the right, cars could merge in, and I don't see any, so I'm just not even gonna. More guys coming on the road. I'm gonna come over, give those guys some space. I am doing 89.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
And I'm basically communicating that there's no way I'm going on to Lawrence Avenue. I am 9 over, so might as well be in the fast lane. Let those guys get comfortable with the road we're on, and then come back. See that? I came back slowly because there was no pressure on me to do anything otherwise. And at this point, I'm also going to just roll the speed back down to 80. Wait. Okay, I missed the cruise control button there. 80. There we go. So now we're going the speed limit with signs
At the
flashing,
next light, turn right.
telling me to watch for slow traffic. So that's one of the big reasons why there's no reason to go down there at 89 kilometers an hour. So we're doing the speed limit now. It was right to do 89 kilometers an hour back there, but here, check this guy out on my left. So we know that he's going, 2 or 3K over. Well, camera dipped. That's an issue.
Use the right lane to turn onto Eglinton Avenue West.
So that little distraction caused me to not lift off the fuel, and I normally wouldn't like to brake. I would like to coast towards the braking cars, but I had to brake a bit there due to the distraction of the camera tilting over. So yeah, we're just rolling up this hill, not too quickly because we had a red light anyway.
Turn right, then turn left onto Oakwood Avenue.
Okay. So yeah, you're listening to the navigator talk. And sometimes the navigator is talking into my ear. This time we're listening. So that was a bit of a run down Allen Road southbound at 80 kilometers an hour. And now that yellow light telling me to stop, no right on red sign, is a little buckled by the wind. Pedestrian, bicycle, careful, bicycle, yeah, okay. And then move quick because
in 500 meters, turn left onto Oakwood Avenue.
that's what the guy behind me wants. But watching this guy approach, giving him a little bit of, welcoming energy. Light goes yellow. And there we go. So, being reluctant to get too close to the white line at the moment, giving myself some options. Looking around, I see that the light just turned yellow over there, so I'm rolling forward now. Those guys are getting the green arrow, go ahead, turn left in front of us. And off we go. Again, because we're leading off the line,
turn left.
A little bit assertive, but I can see that I'm blocking that guy. Yikes. Look at me, I'm making a mistake here. I don't know if I can fix this mistake.
Turn left onto Oakwood Avenue.
Let's see if we can fix this mistake. See that kind of xylophone effect? We're going to take advantage of the guy right behind me, but so that was a cheat. I didn't intend to do that. But that's what can happen. You know, I don't like to do that. It is cheating. It would piss off a number of cars that would have seen me do that behind. I just flashed my whites at high beams at that guy and said, "I'm going, bro."
Left onto St. Clair Avenue West.
Which was a kind of a reminder to him that the cars that he's approaching were like kind of blocking him. So like, wake up, like let me through and just go. Again, I'm not really, I'm not driving well right now. The driving brain goes through all kinds of I'm trying to think of the word biorhythm. Watch this guy on the right. Okay, no problem. Okay, go ahead. See, I was like, when I saw that guy on the right, I'm like, foot hovering over brake. Be cautious. It's like sports. If you play sports, you know, there's the warm up. Well, driving can be like that. You know, you've got to warm up. You've got to get your head in the game. You know, so mistakes don't occur. And looking at that countdown, I'm going to accelerate towards the 5 seconds that I saw, and brake for the yellow light. Move away from that car that was wanting to turn. Give him as much space as he could get, because he was essentially trying to run the yellow-red, which you're allowed to do at making a left. So, yeah, even my articulation of this ride is a little bit, feels a little disconjointed. See if we can get both the body and the brain into the game, even though there's not a lot of distance left on this ride if you're sticking with us. So I see the 40. I'm doing 35. Looking up the road, on the right of the cars, dodging potholes.
At the next light, turn left.
Noting that car on the right, maybe move it a bit, get out of his way. Squeeze the bus a little, but you know, he probably understood why I was giving him a bit of a squeeze. These
At
are
the
not
light, turn left onto St. Clair Avenue West.
These are not things that people are necessarily consciously thinking about. They're just sort of having reactions to everything while kind of understanding and staying calm. Now again, I roll up on this intersection cautiously. I'm kind of looking for magnets, see if I can take advantage of them. I'm looking to see if that light is going to turn. 2 seconds, 1 second. Will I get a left turn green arrow? If so, I'm going to assertively drive away from this position. If not, I'll just, yeah, I got a green, so move my butt. Go on the far side
meters, turn right onto Christie Street.
of that obstacle. Some people make the mistake of driving onto the tracks. It's something you got to be careful of. Again, just rolling up calmly to this bit of traffic. Sightseeing at St. Clair and Alberta Avenue. All right. So as this light turns green, there's really nothing. Okay, this guy's turning right. Let him do that. The red light up ahead and the fact that this just went green says no hurry. On some level, you also want to kind of like help the green Ford behind me sort of block the intersection a bit so that you can signal behind of you that he shouldn't come forward. And because like you don't want to get stuck in the intersection. So now I'm going to move forward. Close that gap that I was leaving for myself just in case I was getting stuck. So now I can't see around that white van. So I'm kind of like taking advantage of the pothole dodge to have a look up the road. Had to be concerned about the pedestrian when I did that, but yeah, he's moving for some reason, so well, that's his thing. Must be wanting to turn right because why did you accelerate quickly towards a red light? Pull my energy forward with you only when you got out of my way to discover that there was a red light and your right turn signal's not on. So that must mean he wants to pull over and make a delivery of some kind just up ahead. Either that or he's going to try to jump back in front of me, but I don't expect that. While at the same time, I will give him an opportunity to jump back ahead of me, but I'm assuming he's going to signal right and pull over right there. Sure enough, that's what he does. So
At the next light, turn right.
we'll accelerate away from that. Oh, look at this. He's going to make his move? Okay. No worries. That was an interesting little moment there. The guys behind me was the green Ford pickup I was talking about.
Turn right onto Christie Street.
I wanted to first be cautious of the van, but then get out of his way. But this guy in the Toyota, look at me doing that. Why did I do that? Because that's how you fit through cars. Because I want to turn right, and that's analyze that, and you'll see something there. Go way wide and then dig in at it like that. So cautious of the pedestrians. There's quite a few of them there. Move my camera over a bit so you can see them all. Nobody behind me, so I can completely leave the pressure off the pedestrians and just calmly go around the corner. And yeah, we just relax our way down the road. This ride's almost over. I thought there was...
Go past the street, then turn right into the parking lot.
I thought there was a few things in there that are interesting. One, my brain and my body wasn't really
Turn right into the parking lot.
up for the drive home. It was a little bit spaced out. A few little challenges came up. A few things to learn in there. Coming in here very calmly because you never know about various pedestrians.
You've entered the parking lot for home.
Okay, let's
Arrived at home.
roll over the bump. Go wide. Come back in. Okay, we've got a couple of cars to park between today, so there's no forgiveness on either side. He's got to get it right. If you don't, just back up. Maybe even take your seatbelt off, open the door, take a look. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good enough. Good enough to say, see you next time.